Hello everyone, welcome you all. My name is Koel Dotto. Today we are going to show tall building design using ETAP software. Let's start. This is the 23-story building that you will be designing. In this, the live load are different for each set of floors. For story 1 to 8, live load is 5 kN per meter square. For story 9 to 14, live load is 4.5 kN per meter square. For story 15 to 19, live load is 4 kN per meter square. And for story 20 to 23, live load is 3.5 kN per meter square. Also, three sections of beam and column are listed, each of having M40 concrete and HYSD 500 and mile 250 rebars for longitudinal and tie bar respectively. We will use the auto select option for beams and columns. In this, the slab of about 150 mm and having M40 concrete grade is used, and cladding is mainly the wall without a self weight of about 0.2 kilonewton per meter is used. This is a tall building which is designed for Bangalore. Now let's start with the ETAP software. Open the ETAP software. Select the new model from the File menu. It will take some time. Here, select the usual option, that is metric SI for display unit, Indian for steel section database, and IS 800 2007 for steel design code, and IS 456 2000 for design concrete design code. Click on OK. In uniform grid spacing, set the number of grid line as 4 in both x and y direction, which is already given, and set the spacing values to 6 meter each to x and y direction. Then in the simple story data, number of stories is 23 and both typical and bottom story height is kept as 3. Now you need to define the similar stories, so select custom story data. And click on edit story data. You can see from here that story 23 is set as master story, and all other stories are set similar to story 23. We can see from here. So this means all stories are similar now, and you will create different master stories to divide the story into similar set of similar story. Begin with the story 1. Story 1 to story 8 are similar, so go to any one of the story and in the master story option select yes. And change this similar story up to story 8. Okay. Please note here story set as master story, but you can also select any other story from 1 to 8 for that and set the other story as similar to that master story. Here, as I have taken story 1 as this master story, you can take any one story from 1 to 8 as the master story and set the similar to that particular story which you have taken as this master story. Now, from story 9 to 14. Set story 14 as the master story and set other stories similar to story 14 from 9 to 14. Okay. And for third set of similar story, that is from 15 to 19. 15 to 19, set story 19 as the master story. Yes. And select other stories to story 19. 19. Story 19. Story 19. Okay. Now they are left this story 20, 21, 22 and 23. Remaining story 20 to 23 are already similar to story 23. So fourth set is defined by default. Now we have 4 different set of similar stories and can only assign properties to only one set using the similar story option while modeling. Let's check whether it is done. Story 23 set as master story. Story 18 set as master story. For third set, story 14 is set as master story. And story 1 is up to story 8. In this, story 1 is set as master story. Now, as it is done, click on OK. Now select the grid only option and click on OK. It will take some time. Here we can see the plan view and the 3D view. Let's define the material properties. Click on define, then material properties, add new materials, India, material type, concrete, standard Indian, grade, M40, click on OK. Check everything whether it is correct or not, then click on OK again. Again click add new materials. Here just change concrete to rebar, grade HYSD grade 415 which is already given. Click on OK, then OK again. Again select add new materials, change grade to mild, grade 250, click on OK, click on OK again. These 3 materials is defined. Click on OK. Now define frame and slab section with this material. Select define, section properties, frame section, add new property, concrete rectangular, change the property name to say 500 mm by 500 mm. Change the material to M40, depth 500, width 500. For the reinforcement property, select Modify or Show Rebar. Set design type to column, which is already there. Longitudinal bar to HYSD 415 and tie bars to mile 250. Click on OK, then OK again. This is defined. Now you need to define two more columns which are having similar properties with this 500 mm by 500 mm column, but only difference is the section dimension. For that, first we have to select this C 500 by 500, then select Add Copy of Property, change the property name to C 550 mm by 550 mm, material remain as M40, depth 550 mm, width 550 mm. If select Modify or Show Rebar option, you will see there is previously defined column. Click on OK, then click on OK again. Similarly, select the column one more time and click on Add Copy of Property. Change the property name as C 600 mm by 600 mm, keeping the material as M40, depth as 600 mm, width as 600 mm. Click on OK. This three column has been defined. Now define fourth property, which is having the combine of these three column. After defining the column, let's define the beam. Add the three beam sections similarly. Go to Add New Property. Select Rectangular section. Change the property name B 500 by 300. Change the material to M40, depth 500 mm, width 300 mm. For reinforcement, select Modify or Show Rebar. Click on Beam in Design Type. Select HYSD 415 for longitudinal bar and mile 250 for tie bars. Top bar as 25 mm cover and bottom bar for 25 mm cover. Now click on OK. Now click on OK again. Now select this beam property and add copy of property. Change the property name to B 550 mm by 350 mm. Material as M40. Change the depth to 550 and change the width to 350 mm. Click on OK. Now select any of the beam property and again click on Add Copy of Property. Change the property name to B 600 mm by 400 mm. Change the material to M40, depth as 600, width as 400 mm. Now click on OK. Now 3 beam section is defined. Now for auto select list for beam, select Add New Property. From here select Auto Select List. Change the property name to Beam Auto Select. Design type to concrete. And then select 3 of these beam. Click on Add. And then click on OK. Now from these beam auto select or the column auto select, software will select the suitable section from this auto select option depending on the internal forces. Now as the beam and columns are defined, define the slab section. Go to Define, Section Properties, Slab Section, Add New Properties. Change the property name to Slab 150. Slab 150 is the property name. Slab material as M40. The thickness of this slab is 150 mm. Click on OK. Click on OK again. Now, let's draw the column, beams, slab. For that, let's go to first of all, for that, we have to go to Story 1. We can use this arrow key in order to go to any story of the tall building. Let's go to Story 1. In order to draw the columns, first select Draw. Draw beam, column or brace object. Now select Quick Draw Columns. Now from these properties of object, we can change the property to Column Auto Select. After selecting the properties, change to Similar Stories. Now select the whole area. Now go to Draw. Draw beam, column or brace objects. Go to quick draw beams or column. Change the property to beam auto select, keeping it these similar stories. Select the whole area again for selecting the beam. We can see from the 3D view that the beams are drawn. Okay. Now let's go to the draw option again in order to draw the slab. In order to draw the floor, go to draw, select draw floor or wall object, and then select quick draw floor or wall. Change the property as slab 150. Then select the whole area, keeping it as the similar stories. Now click escape in order to bring to the normal pointer. Now for story 9 to 14, select any one. As I am going to select floor 9. As you can see from here, plan view story 9. Keeping this as the similar stories, let's draw column, beam and slab. These are some shortcuts which we can use in order to draw the column, beams or the slab. Okay, let's begin with the draw of column. Select quick draw column. Change the property as it is already here, that is the column, auto select, and then select the required area. That is this area and this area. Okay. As we can see that the column is drawn. Now in order to draw the beam, we have to select this shortcut, that is the quick draw beam or column. Change the property to beam auto select, but we can see the beam auto select is already there. Keeping it the similar stories, select again the same area in order to draw the beam. So we can see from the 3D view that in these stories the beams are drawn along with the column. Now let's draw the floor. This is the shortcut in order to draw the floor or the slab. Select, change the property to slab 150 and select the required area. Then click escape. Now using this arrow key, move to the third set of similar stories, that is from story 15 to story 19. Select any one of the stories from story 15 to story 19. As I am going to select story 15. Keeping it the similar stories. Let's draw the column by using these shortcuts. That is the quick draw column. Change the property to column auto select, keeping it the similar stories. Select the required area. Okay. Now draw the beam by selecting this option, quick draw beam, keeping property as beam auto select, and here the similar stories, click the similar area. Now select the quick draw floor or wall option, keeping the property to slab 150. Then again select this area. Then click skip. Now move to the story set from 20 to 23. Select the similar stories. Click on quick draw column. Click on the required area, keeping the property as column auto select. Then again click on the shortcut of quick draw beams or column. Then select on this area, keeping the property as beam auto select, keeping it as the similar stories. Now in order to draw the slab, click on the shortcut of quick draw floor or wall and click on the required area, keeping the property as slab 150, and over here the similar stories, and then click on skip. Now we have to give the load. As the dead load is same on all the story, so select all story option from the right hand corner. Go to story 1. As it is already in the story 1, select all the shells . We have to recheck whether all the shells are selected, then assign, then shell load, then uniform, keeping the load pattern name as dead, provide a load of 2 kilonewton per meter square, apply, OK. We can see that dead load of 2 kilonewton per meter square is provided to all the storage. Now select similar storage. Now assign the live load. Select similar stories and the plan view story 1. Select all the slabs. Select each of the shells. Then assign shell load, uniform, live load, live load as 2 kilonewton per meter square. No, sorry, it's 5 kilonewton per meter square. Apply, then OK. Okay, then go to any story from 9 to 14, keeping it as the similar stories. Move to story 9. Select similar stories in order to give the live load over these stories from 9 to 12. Select any of the stories from story 9 to story 14. Okay, then select similar stories. Then select each of the shells. Select assign, shell load, uniform, live load of about 4.5 kilonewton per meter square. Apply, then OK. So a live load of about 4.5 kilonewton per meter square has been assigned. Now move to any story from 15 to 19, keeping it as the similar stories using this arrow key. I am going to take the story 15. You can take any one of the stories from story 15 to story 19, keeping it the similar stories. Select each of these shells, assign shell load, uniform, live load of about 4 kilonewton per meter square, then apply, then OK. So live load of about 4 kilonewton per meter square is being assigned to this portion. Now move to the story 20 by keeping it the similar stories in order to assign the live load. This is the story 20. Now again, keeping it the similar stories, select these shells, assign shell load, uniform, live load of about 3.5 kilonewton per meter square, then apply, then click on OK. Now After this, we have to provide the cladding loads. Now again, move to story 1. Story 1. Keeping it as the similar stories, in order to provide the cladding load, we have to select the exterior beam. Story 1, similar stories. Now select the exterior beams carefully. Then assign, then frame load, then distributed, load of about 0.2 kilonewton per meter, then apply, then OK. Now move to story 9. Before that, we have to save this. Now move to story 9. Now we have come to story 9, keeping it as the similar stories. Again select the exterior portions carefully. Okay, after selecting, assign, frame load, distributed. Here load of about 0.2 kilonewton per meter is already there. Apply, then OK. Now move to story 15. You can select any of the story from 15 to 19, keeping it as the similar stories option in the right hand corner. We can see this is story 15. If any time the similar story option disappear, we can select display, then undeformed shape. We can see that this option then again appear. Okay, then again keeping it as the similar stories, again select the exterior portion, okay, then assign, frame load, change the load to 0.2, then apply, then OK. Now from story 20 to 23. We have come to story 20. Keeping it as the similar stories. Assign, frame load, distributed, load of about 0.2 kilonewton per meter, then apply, then OK. We have to remove cladding load from beam of topmost story as there is no walls above them. So now move to story 23. We have already applied the dead load and the live load on the building. Now applied the wind load to external claddings. You can notice that building section is not uniform throughout the height of the building. Thus, the windward facing cells will be more than in one elevation section. Wind is blowing from the left side. It will hit more sections of cladding A and some sections of cladding B depending on the story. Now, let's start with the wind load. First, click on define, then load patterns, click here as wind, type as wind, and auto lateral load is Indian IS 875. Now click on add new load. Now select the newly added wind load, then click on modify lateral load. We have to give this wind coefficient. As this is a building considered in Bangalore, for that we have to use the IS 875 Part 3 code. Now, in order to find out the wind speed, let's see this code. This map. From here we can see that the wind speed is 33 meter per second, and the terrain category can be seen from page number 7, that is the category 3. Now put the value of terrain category as 3. Keeping the important factor as 1 and the Rix coefficient, again using the IS code, the Rix coefficient will be 1, in which the mean probable design life of structure in years is 50 years. Now put the value as 1, and for topography K3 factor, for that again follow this IS 875 code, page number 8, clause number 6.3.3.1. From here we can put the topography factor as 1. After putting these values, click on OK and then OK again. To identify the wind pressure coefficient, we have to go to IS 875 table 5. Let's see the table 5, page number 13. The building that we are drawing is of about 69 meter height, having a width and length of the building is 18 meter. That is, the height by width ratio will be 69 by 18, that is of about 3.83. As the value is between 1.5 to 6, we can see from here the coefficient are plus 0.8, minus 0.25, minus 0.8 and minus 0.8 for side A, B, C, D respectively. Now move to the ETABS software. Now click on Plan. Select Story 1, then click on OK. First, go to the elevation view. Now select section D. Then click on OK. We have to select all stories from these options. Select all the shells. For this side, the coefficient is minus 0.25 from IS code. Assign shell load wind pressure coefficient as minus 0.25, levered, apply, OK. As the elevation view is already selected, select side A, then OK. Select all stories. These are have to select, then assign shell load wind pressure coefficient. Select coefficient as plus 0.8, windward, apply, OK. Then click on elevation. Select B, OK. All stories option should be selected. Select all the shells, then again assign shell load wind pressure coefficient as 0.8, windward, apply, OK. All the properties, sections and loads have been applied to the building model. Now we have to analyze. Click on 3D view, select use extruded view for frame objects, analyze menu, select run analysis. It will take some time. Once the analysis done, we can check for displacement values. Now run design on the building. Click on design. Click on concrete frame design. Click on view or revise preferences. We have to check whether the design code is IS 456. Then click on OK. After that, again go to design, concrete frame design, then start design or check. It will again take some time. Click on yes. Now go to design. Concrete frame design. From display menu, we can see force stress diagram. Shell stress or forces, frame or pier, spandrel, link forces, support or spring reaction. Let's see frame. Shear 2.2. Okay. So this way the whole analysis and design of the tall building is done.